games I've ever seen. I will be much briefer. Even though I like you guys, I'll be very brief. You know what? I want to give a lot of credit to Georgetown because when you don't win many games, it starts to wear on you. But here's what this home court, which was great tonight, does. You always get the best of everybody because it's Madison Square Garden. You're always going to get the best because everybody wants to play in Madison Square Garden. This young man here is not in shape to play like he did tonight, because he doesn't get the butt. And RJ doesn't like to have on his resume that he's a great defensive player, but he saved us on the offensive glass, saved us with scoring, and saved us with great defense on EPS. So I'm real proud of him. He's got unlimited potential in almost every phase of the game. He's a terrific young man, and I'm very excited the way he played tonight defensively because he's so long. He's actually very, very cerebral basketball player, but he played a lot of minutes and must be exhausted. You exhausted? You okay? Okay. So we're happy with this win, where we give a lot of credit to them. In 2 games now, they've shot 50% from the three-point line. The bank, with no time left on the clock, really hurt us there. We had momentum, and then he banked it in, and that hurt us. But we needed a game like this because when you get ready for the Big East tournament, you want to see a game like this to prepare you for it.
Good questions. We'll start with Zach.
Rick, what made you go to RJ on EPS there in the last 7 or so minutes?
His length bothers people. He's not only 6'7", but he's got a wingspan. And RJ's got a lot to learn about defense off the ball, but on the ball he's very good. And we weren't able to stop EPS. And we felt we didn't have to blitz, we didn't have to trap, because they kept coming with their shooters on blitzes and traps. But RJ made it very difficult on him.
Coach, this is win number 19. You're 1 away from that magic number. How do you feel going into next week?
Well, I think we're playing terrific offensive basketball, although we turned it over too much today, which we haven't been doing. And we didn't pass the ball as well as we have in the past. I think we at senior night had the guys out of whack a little bit in terms of doing things that we've been doing. But to finish 19-12, we're very proud of that. We put ourselves in the hunt to go to the big dance, and I don't think there's, as you all know, there's a tournament in all of basketball as good as the Big East tournament. There's nothing like it. We don't have football. It's all the best basketball in the most famous arena, so I love it. The players are going to be RJ's first time, DJ's first time, and they're about ready to see one of the greatest events in all of college basketball.
RJ, for you, what were those final 7-8 minutes like being the defensive catalyst and getting steals and leading this team to a win?
Just being locked in, you know, Coach P in the timeout, he asked me to guard him, so I feel like I had to step up and slow him down because he was scoring a lot. So I think me stopping him helped slow down the pace, not only for him but also his teammates, and I think that was important in getting this win.
What did you see as Georgetown's biggest weaknesses today, and how did you go about taking advantage of them?
Who are you asking that for?
Oh, sorry.
You asking me?
Yes.
I think they played a great game, and I think it's very impressive that they have, I don't know how many, 2 or 3 wins to play that well. They executed great, made their free throws, they out-rebounded us. So I think they played brilliant basketball for a team that hasn't won very much. And that's they're a dangerous team to play in a tournament because obviously they like Madison Square Garden.
RJ, there's just like one little segment where like you missed the 2 free throws and then you get the steal and the dunk and the crowd. What was that like going from like the low of missing the free throw to making the play and then seeing the reaction?
I was just focusing on the next play. You know, I missed the 2 free throws, but I can't aim my head on that. So next play I got a steal and a dunk. So I mean, it was pretty cool. The crowd showed a lot of energy, and I feel like that gave us more
Daniss, this being your senior night, how do you think that you played, and how do you think the crowd's energy, helped you guys throughout the game? And my second question is, how are you getting prepared for the Big East Tournament next week?
Well, I just looked at 7 turnovers, so I could have been better with that. But other than that, I think it was senior night. His emotions is high. Weren't really trying to worry about it, but at the same time, it's senior night. But I just felt like we just trying to get a win. We were trying to get better every possession to prepare for the Big East Tournament, and so now to prepare for it, we really trying to work on defense. That's it. I think if we take away my turnovers, I don't see too many more. So if I cut down on those turnovers and then we take care of our defense, I think we'll be in pretty good shape for the Big East Tournament.
He did things that he doesn't normally do, but you have to understand, he's dogging the ball the entire night, running the team, and he plays 37 minutes in the game. If Sim picked up those 2 quick fouls, so, he's not one that's going to make, he may make 2 or 3, but he's not going to make 7. He just played way too many minutes. He is a great player, one of the premier guards in the country, and an NBA talent. I can't say enough of how proud I am of him. He killed it at Iona, now he's killing it at St. John's, and wherever he goes, he'll kill it, because he's got the stuff to make it happen.
Coach, winner of 5 straight now, how do you keep this energy and this momentum going into the Big East Tournament?
I think we're just looking forward to it. I love the Big East Tournament. My players are getting ready to find out how great a tournament it is. We realize that we have a chance to go to NCAA. That's why these guys came here. So we're getting better and better, improving. Our press was non-existent tonight, so we came out of it because we were fouling too much, but that's okay. I think a lot of their threes were very difficult, and you got to give them credit. They made the shots. They're a good shooting team. That's how they win.
Daniss, you got a chance to go to the NCAA Tournament last year with Coach at Iona. What do you think what would it mean to you to be able to go back with St. John's in another year? And what do you think it would mean to Coach to be able to get the program back there?
It was special to go at Iona, because that's why I went there, play for Coach, and then obviously to go to the tournament. That was my first time in my career. But to do it here at a school like this, it would be all of our dreams. And I know for Coach, he's back in the Big East, but he didn't think, nobody thought we could do it in this year. But, we came together and tried to rally. But I think it'll be very special if we can get there, and I think we can do some damage if we get there.
I also think Joel Soriano in crunch time made great defensive plays, and that gave us his block shots gave us a big lift. In crunch time, we did some really, really great things. We made some defensive mistakes, but offensively, we did some great things of pushing the pace and getting easy shots. A lot of times, people play not to lose rather than to win, and they make turnovers, and then it's a 1 or 2 point game. But we kept offensively pressuring the basket, and that's what we like to do.
I'm going to take a couple more, Zach. Daniss, do you feel like there was a lot of pressure today? It's obviously you're playing a team bottom of the league. You have to win the game to stay in the tournament hunt. Especially when it was close to the second half. Can you just describe what that felt like? And as you know, this is a game you can't lose.
Right. You think about it. It is a thought because the facts are the facts, but at the same time, you just have to go out and play. We've been saying that all week. Like, even going into the Paul game, we weren't talking about the record. We weren't looking at anything like that because we saw how well they played against Xavier, and we just we knew we needed to come out and put together a great effort to beat a team like this. Like, they don't play what their record indicates, so they don't play that way. So we just tried to keep our mindset on all the things that they're good at, and we tried to take it away.
All right, we'll go to Kevin for the last question.
Rick, I wanted to ask you about Chris Ledlum over here. It seems like everything what he does kind of flies under the radar in terms of the box score. But again, tonight 14 points, and a lot of them came in crunch time. Is he kind of the glue that almost holds this team together? And could you comment on what he's meant over this 5-game winning streak?
The glue is right here. That's the glue, okay? But I know exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes because Daniss is so great and some of the other guys play well, without question, he's playing great basketball right now. He made one bad mistake of leaving the shooter there when he picked up his dribble. Outside of that, he's been playing great. But he's played hurt for a month, and now he's back where he's got his hops together. And you're 100% right. He is, when you look at this basketball team, you right away you see this young man play awesome. You see DJ, the season he's had, and you don't think of Chris Ledden, but he does all the tough things. It's exciting to have Chris and Jordan playing well. Now Jordan didn't particularly shoot the ball real well tonight, but I'm with him every day in player development. I'll put him against any shooter in the country. He's a great shooter. I just wish he would move more to get more shots up. He was trying to get twos because he thought he was off. He's such a good shooter. I want him. And DJ, and I think one of the big keys for us this season, DJ and Jordan weren't real close in the beginning. They weren't. They just, Jordan, you got to get to know him. He's a quiet person, but in the last month, those two have gotten very close, and it's made a big difference in our basketball team. I think DJ's a very outgoing, gregarious type individual. Jordan's very quiet. I think DJ really, really had a problem with the fact that he went to the Ivy League because he hates the Ivy League. No, but they've become very, very close of late, and it's really helped our basketball team. So we're playing really good offensive basketball. We're going to keep working on our defense. And the crowd was absolutely awesome tonight. Mike and everybody at the university did a fabulous job of getting the tickets out there, and we're making headway. We're turning the corner with our program, making headway, doing some great things, and I'm proud of the guys.
Thanks, guys.